This is Noir Alley, and I'm your host, Eddie Muller. As you may have noticed over the course of the 5 years I've programmed and hosted this show, I'm just as interested in presenting near misses and the occasional total misfire as I am in revisiting the bona fide classics. Making movies is a complex and often confounding process, and the things that go wrong on a production are often as intriguing as what goes miraculously right. Case in point, Walk Softly, Stranger, a 1950 release from RKO with a backstory more complicated than the film's plot. The movie began production in early 1948 under the title Weep No More. It was the last of several co-productions between RKO and David O. Selznick's Vanguard Productions. Notorious, The Farmer's Daughter, and The Bachelor and the Bobby Soxer were among the others, all big moneymakers. Selznick wanted Cary Grant to star in Weep No More, with Alfred Hitchcock directing, a notorious reunion. But Hitchcock opted to make The Paradigm Case instead, and with that, Grant turned down the role. So Selznick went with a couple of actors already under contract to Vanguard, Joseph Cotten and Alida Valli. This was still a year before they'd score international success as the co-stars of another Selznick co-production, the 1949 British thriller, The Third Man. Here's the story's setup. Cotten ambles into the fictional town of Ashton, Ohio, looking for a room to let. He finesses it from the widowed Mrs. Brentman, Spring Byington, telling her it's the house in which he grew up. But the shifty look in Cotton's eyes suggests he's a no-good four-flusher on the grift. It's as if Uncle Charlie made it out of Hitchcock's Shadow of a Doubt alive. In no time, Cotten is courting Valli, daughter of the town's richest businessman, convincing her he's a long-lost friend. A skiing accident has put her in a wheelchair and dampened her joie de vivre. Cotten rekindles her spirits, but need I add, this guy is not to be trusted, especially not with friends like perpetual noir ne'er-do-well Paul Stewart, who arrives unexpectedly out of Cotton's past to complicate things. The story was written by journeyman scribes Manuel Seff and Paul Yavitz, whose resumes were chock full of routine B pictures. They no doubt thought they'd hit the jackpot when they sold this story to the producer of Gone with the Wind. The screenplay is by RKO stalwart Frank Fenton, whose star was rising after he'd helped turn the unwieldy novel Build My Gallows High into a fantastic script for Out of the Past, released by RKO the previous year. With Hitchcock out of the picture, Selznick turned direction of Weep No More over to veteran writer-director Robert Stevenson, another Englishman who'd amassed a solid filmography without ever coming close to Hitchcock's artistry. Here he does a fine job balancing the story's dramatic shifts. It swings between being a poignant romantic drama to a hard-boiled crime caper and back again. And there are sequences of sustained suspense and wicked humor, a Frank Fenton specialty. Unfortunately, things went haywire in post-production. In May of 1948, not long after shooting had wrapped on Weep No More, Howard Hughes bought a controlling interest in RKO. That led to the swift departure of production chief Dory Sherry, who had no stomach for the new boss's eccentric and erratic behavior. Without Sherry's hand guiding things to the finish line, various players began tinkering with the film, and soon enough, drastic and devastating changes were made to the last act. No one was happy with the result. Selznick walked away, and Hughes put the film on the shelf, and that is where it remained, until the success of The Third Man inspired Hughes to push it out in 1950, selling it as if Joseph Cotten and Alida Valli had made the retitled Walk Softly, Stranger after they'd made that Carol Reed-directed classic. Fortunately, the egregious errors in judgment come at the end of the movie, which up till then is an engrossing drama, wonderfully acted and directed. I will, of course, account for the car wreck conclusion in the outro, after you've had a chance to witness for yourself this strange and suspenseful curio, the final RKO film to feature Dory Sherry's name on the credits. Made in 1948, but not released until 1950, here is Walk Softly, Stranger.